Right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Fragments. This is a D&D campaign that I'm playing with my friends, and we are still a man down or a character down at the moment. Stan is still really busy, so it's just the three characters playing and me playing DM and a character. So I'm playing Charles, and Louise is playing
Ariel,
and Beanie is playing
Killian.
Cool. So just do a bit of a catch up. So you had taken the pirate boat, the slaver boat, the Red Scoundrel, and you had played dress up in the captain's clothes, and found that the best fit was actually on Killian due to your small frame and due to Charles's wings. And you had pacified some merfolk in the night that had got angry with you for fishing from the sea, some gold, and you had then tried to start defacing the boat because you realised that the boat would be recognisable as the Red Scoundrel with the kind of logo on the side and the distinctive glass pane at the back of the boat. Now, during this, you weren't paying attention, and one of the guys fell in the water. You managed to rescue him and pull him back out of the water, and you then realised what had caused the bow wave and made the boat rock was the face of a dragon had appeared at the prow of your boat. So we start there. Okay, so.
Oh, just so you know, I haven't done my homework for this, which you asked us to
No,
do.
neither of you have. I'm very disappointed.
I've had a poorly child to look after.
You
So.
can text me or message me at some point, because just keep, because I want everyone's to be secret kind of thing from each other until it's kind of revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to text it to you? I live with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you need it in writing.
yeah, that's it. I want it in writing so it's fact and can't be changed.
That'll suck.
He's all out of psychic powers as well. I've told him mine's in my head, but he needs it writing down.
Yeah, that didn't work either. I didn't mind
You
it. It's us men folk. It's my bird brain. Okay. The dragon rears its monstrous head, and you see the water running down its body over scales the size of a man's hand. Immaculate armoured plates of bronze that fade to green at the beginning of its muscled forearms that end in taloned hands that grip the edge of the boat with webbed feet. Its neck extends straight upwards towards the sun above with the sound of monstrous blades cutting through the air. It flicks open its wings that are translucent and green, and the bone architecture can be seen through the pale skin. And they send a cascade of droplets of seawater into the air that split the sunlight around this beast, and rainbows arc around it. As it lowers its gargantuan head, it shakes to remove the final droplets from its behorned head, and it gracefully, with measured pace, opens its eyes, and massive pupils focus upon the deck of the boat. Its chest begins to rise, and then whoosh, you are enveloped in a spray of water that is ejected from its nostrils. Its neck now snakes across the prow of the deck, and it looks onto each of you with intense scrutiny, sees the crew that you have, and the three of you standing aboard, Killian, Charles, still holding the rope, and I'm holding a man on a plank over the side of the boat, and it murmurs deeply, "Well, what do we have here?" What do you do?
Well, considering Killian is a dragon born,
Yeah.
because she speaks water dragon.
She speaks Draconic.
He.
He speaks
There's,
Draconic. Sorry.
there's water dragons speak Draconic.
It's a dragon.
Huh?
She asked does the water dragon speak Draconic, and I'm like, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the tongue of dragon?
I'm guessing yes. So surely, I think it should be down to Killian to sort of explain what we're doing here, really.
It's speaking to you in common, but
Oh, so it can speak to both of us, can it?
Yeah.
yeah, but if you, you know, you
Right.
might, what would you do if you're looking at one of your great grandparents or parents' parents or something?
Shit yourself.
What do you need to?
So what would you do? Wow.
I'm gonna roll to see what Charles does. Yeah, 1. So Charles supplicates himself. Charles gets down on his hands and knees. Oh, great dragon of the tempest, of sea and of the mighty wilderness. Welcome. We are just but humble servants of the goddesses and gods, trying to make our way to land.
What do I roll if I find out what I'm doing?
I only roll because I'm I'm trying to add a bit more random stuff to Charles rather than just making him do stuff that I want him to do because I know the story or I know
Right.
the outcomes. So I'm kind of making it more random for him.
It's harder to see on your phone what your options are.
Well, you just speak. That's what I would do. Just speak to him and tell him.
Good evening. We are travellers travelling to sailing to Mindegres. Mindegres. We're going travelling to Mindegres. And
it is morning, not evening.
oh, sorry. I've lost all sense of time.
Time does fly when you're having fun.
We are mere travellers trying to find our way. Is there anything we can do to help you, old great one?
Your boat sits high in the water, and your crew are many on deck for a simple slaver ship. Something is different here.
Sorry, Dragon, say that again.
Something is different here. You do not
Yes.
look like slavers, and I have never heard of a wood or a high elf at sea running a slave ship.
Why are you looking at me?
We were taken as prisoners, and now we have overthrown the slave master, and we need to find our way on to this new land so we can fulfill our quest.
Ah, some truth at last, I think. So, from whence did you sail?
And Charles says, "We sailed from the island, from Heptar Island."
Heptar Island. That place.
And he sneers.
Strange things are afoot. Upon or or rather beneath the island. More prisoners leave from Minthal on a ship there that are ever sent onwards from the island, once free or reformed. Just a token few get to return. I watch the boats. They always sit higher in the water on the way back. And the heat. It's like that when you swim too deep to where the old ones sleep. And the water tastes strange. The reefs are alive as though tropical. They grow with a vibrancy, but twisted. And where you head, you say, is to Mindegres?
Yes.
And what do you intend on doing at Mindegres?
No, you look at I. I can't go there.
Out of character. So you sailed into Mindegres because that was the first port of land that you thought you could find. You had east or west to choose.
With the rations that we had, that was the closest.
Yeah, that was the closest place to sail to.
That's fine.
So,
Yes, so we only have limited food on board, and we were just trying to find land that we could sail to with the rations we do have.
Very wise. I find slavery distasteful, and I find Heptar Island even more so of late. The priests and I there once were, I would not say close, but there was a mutual respect for beast as I. Now, you free slaves are fighting for your freedom, and I believe in freedom, but I would like to see more of it. Maybe when you have completed your trip to Mindegres, you might sail here again, and I will find you, and I will guide you to Heptar, where you will find out from me what goes on inside that fortress. How say ye?
well, I would bloody like to go back to Heptar. I was arrested there. I was just doing my job and helping people reform, and I know what you mean. I saw many people, and I worked with many of the inmates there, and one day I'd be working with them, they'd be making excellent progress, and then they'd be gone, lost in the system apparently. Like, there was so much paperwork and forms and things, and I'm only a lowly, kind of servant of the Tempest, and I was just trying to give them some sort of guidance, and yes, things were strange, and there was that time I went down into the lower levels.
What happened in the lower levels, Charles?
Yes, well, you know, I'm a curious type and a thirst for knowledge, and you know, sometimes I just like to walk a different way back round, and there's so many twists and turns within that place, and well, I turned one way and turned another, and just idly twiddling my thumbs and lost in thoughts, and I came across an area I hadn't come across before, and I was then promptly escorted out, and then the next day is where I find myself aboard a slaver ship being shipped off to God knows where. Well, we do know where. Off to the islands, up to the Fragments, all the way to the Fragments. To the monastery of Kareen.
You obviously weren't meant to be there then. You were nosing where you shouldn't have been.
I think that might be it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like some justification for my arrest and imprisonment. If not, well, a bit of revenge. I was manhandled.
Mm-hmm. We all were.
I understand, my child.
I think we should Dragon Sir, what is your name?
I was about to ask the same thing. I was going to say, can we ask his name? Has he given us his name? Yeah.
Who's asking? You asked Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You high elf. My name is Reecharth.
Charth.
Reecharth. Reecharth.
You half scale.
Yes.
You do not show much respect.
I don't really for anybody.
You know, I know one of your kind speaks my tongue, yet you use common to me.
I haven't said a word yet. Just saying. How does he know I'm speaking common to him?
Because you need to say Indraconic.
I'm speaking to a dragon.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to talk Draconic.
Okay. All right. Okay. I assume you speak Indraconic.
Jeez.
Rewind then. Okay.
I was just like...
You wish to go with these people.
Hard question. Is it yes or no?
It's a parrot. Yeah.
I sense you're not telling the whole truth.
Yes.
Enlighten me.
And me.
I can't remember everything that was that me or you? That was you, it's fine. I can't even remember why I don't even know why I was there, do I?
That's why I told you to make up crimes. And backstory. Just think of your character traits. What does your character... What would he be thinking? What would he be saying? Indraconic.
Okay. Indraconic. I really don't know. Oh, it's stumped me tonight. I'm so tired. Oh dear.
Are you going to accept the challenge? That's your decision.
What challenge? That we go there and then on our way back go to him
Yeah.
and he will take it. Yeah.
So, what would you going to say to him in Draconic?
In Draconic?
What are you going to say?
Just thank him for his offer to help us on the way back.
Like, we will take you up on that
Kind offer?
offer. Was it an offer or was it a deal?
It was a polite request.
Okay. We will take you up on that request. Once we have done what we need to do on
Mindegres.
that one. There.
A wise decision, I think, in your predicament. I've seen many things in my years, young for my lineage, my species, but none so strange as an Alakora, a high elf, and a dragonborn aboard captaining a slaver's ship. Now, before I let you move on, is there anything I might do?
Is there any way you could help us disguise the ship so we can come into the port without being obviously a slaver ship?
What would you have me do?
Well, we were saying, sorry, this isn't as Killian. We were saying that we were going to try and rename the boat, weren't we?
Yeah. And he's a dragon and he can burn stuff. So can he burn the letters that we were going to burn with the torches on the side of the boat?
You know, ask him.
There you go then. You ask. You came up with it.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Can you say his name again, please?
Reecharth.
Reecharth.
Reecharth?
Yes.
Would it be possible if you could change the name of the boat? What were we going to call the boat? The
Dreaded
dreaded
scoundrel.
scoundrel. We need to change the name of the boat to the dreaded scoundrel. Would it be possible if you could burn the letters, the extra letters needed at the beginning of the name of the boat, so it changes the name of the boat on the side of the boat, please?
My breath is not of flame. My breath is of electricity and lightning. But I can remove the plaque for you without putting your fellow shipmate in such grave, watery danger.
That would be helpful.
The plaques that are on the side of the boat. Yeah.
That's what you imagine. That's what he's
So
talking
yeah.
Yes.
Yes. That would be very helpful if you could, please.
Reecharth reaches down and takes the small platform that you've rigged over the side, and all the weight, the tension goes on the rope, and you can let it go. In his hand is one of your slave humans quaking as he's picked up by a bronze dragon, and he's gently lowered to the deck, quaking and, you know, quite distraught because he's just been picked up by a dragon. Reecharth reaches alongside the boat and quite dexterously for a dragon places his claws underneath the plaque on one side, and he pulls it away, no problems at all. And he reaches the other side with his left claw, and again he pulls it away, and it comes away from the side, and he can he leaves the planks on the deck for you to do with as you will.
Throw him overboard!
So now your boat is no name and could be any old boat apart from. I've seen this boat sail to and fro, and that distinctive window pane of the fox.
So we need to get rid of the window.
I will leave you now and let you proceed on your way, but sail here soon, so that I may guide you to more secluded entrances to Heptar.
And with that, he snakes back under the water, barely a splash,
Thank you.
and he is away.
Thanks, mate. Right. So we need to get rid of that window.
So, yeah. Are we going to smash it or are we going to cover it up with something? We could use the planks to cover up the window.
Yeah, we could. Because he left them on the deck, didn't he?
Well, there's plenty of planking here. Why don't we say we've jolly well had an accident? I mean, there's claw marks along the side of the deck where the dragons pulled the planks away. And why wouldn't the dragon have smashed a window to try to get the treasure in the captain's office? We could make a whole, good story about it. And we can smash the window out ourselves and cover it up with planking.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. Yes,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay, let's set to. Do you want me to go smashing stuff? Or are we all going to go and pick this window?
So shall I smash it?
Charles, if you want to smash the window pane and then put the planks in its place, just make sure that the planks are secured fast, strongly, so that they don't fall off.
My concern is, what's your strength?
Plus nothing.
Right. Do you want me to do it?
Maybe I could do with a hand. Maybe together.
Okay.
So you roll twice because I can be helping you. So I'll give you a bit. Yeah, 4. So roll again.
6.
You get your better one.
8.
8. Right. Charlie boy's gonna have a go. Oh no, because I was head assistant. Do you want to have a go, Sariel? Because we can't seem to smash this window.
Yeah, I'll come and help you. Hang on. My phone's gone to sleep. Right. 6.
6. 6 in total.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, we don't smash the window. Why don't
Killian, I've seen your friend. He's a rather, well-muscled fellow. Could you maybe ask him to give us a hand? We don't seem to be doing very well.
His name was Harsel. Harsel, the boat driver, who was having a whale of a time last time.
I will go to Harsel and ask him if he can help smash the window.
On role play it. Come on.
Harsel, can you smash the window?
Right on, Cat.
I'll go and have it. I'll have a go. Just for you, mate. Here we go. 9. What's his bonus? +2. 11. Yeah, he smashes the window. Yeah. So he got the window smashed.
So I was one off
It
it.
was only like a DC, like to really low difficulty, but we just couldn't smash a standing still window. So the window goes out, and so a couple of a dexterity check for probably. I imagine Sarah's got the best dex.
Yeah.
I don't know what Charlie.
Yeah, I've got 14 plus 19.
Oh yeah. So with your dexterity, you cover up the panes and Charlie Boy helps with the nails, and the back window is now patched up. The boat looks, you think, reasonably disguised to this extent.
Wait, did we take down the flag?
We've already taken down the flag.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Someone's
Sorry,
got
I
it in
couldn't
their
remember.
pocket, actually. Who's got the
Yeah,
flag?
Serial.
Sarah, you still got it in your equipment?
I didn't write it down, but I can write it down now.
Yeah, I think you pocketed the flag, if I remember last time.
Mm-hmm.
What was on the flag? Was it red?
Yeah, it was a red flag. Yeah.
Red flag. Okay, that's on my list.
Okay. So your journey continues onwards.
Do I need to go back up the crow's nest to watch out where we're going?
You are you who's steering? Now you've got to get ahead up. You've got to wait. The dragon stopped the boat, obviously, and that's why it rocked. So the wind's starting to carry you again.
So I'm going to do a what's the acrobatic one?
You wouldn't need that just to get up the thing. You can just climb up there now. You're quite proficient with getting up and down the rigging now. It's only if you wanted to like balance across some bizarre bit of it.
I'm at the top of the rig. Can we ask the man that was having a whale of a time sailing the ship before to sail the ship again, please?
To do what? Sorry.
Sail the ship.
To sail the ship. Get Harsel doing it. Yeah.
Harsel,
Wait,
yeah.
when was the last time Harsel had a rest?
Harsel slept while you were steering at one point.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah. So okay. So you're sailing. The sails fill with wind, and you start sailing along the side of the. You start seeing the coastline draw closer on your right-hand side of the boat as you're coming in, and you don't see it as you sail. You start seeing like the craggy coastline that was form into more gentle cliffs, and then to small beaches, and to start seeing local smaller fishing vessels coming out from villages that are nestled along the coastline and up into little narrow winding crevasses that wind inland from these beaches formed by waters long ago. And closer in, there's buoys and stuff of crabbing pots and stuff. And then gradually you see the port of Mindegres.
Oh, that's pretty.
And this is where you this is what you sail up to. What do you do?
What are those two huts?
So you can see a wide river that courses from the mainland and from forest to plains, and then into what appears to be a lagoon. And the river comes to a wide mouth. And then each side of the river mouth stretches a bank that forms the lagoon, and it stretches about a half mile out in a radius from Mindegres. Mindegres. And you see the small town of it sat kind of either side of the banks. And it looks like a busy looking harbour. The waters are too shallow right now to cross the edge of the lagoon.
Can't get in yet. Is that like it? We can't actually get into that harbour area, yeah?
You can't by the edges, but you can see that there are there is a place where it looks that there is enough water for the ship to sail through.
That gap between at the top of the ring section.
Yeah.
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 They look like centenary huts, though. Can we use? Can Serial use her intelligence to find out what those huts are, please?
You'd make a wisdom check for that. So
Let me just do a wisdom.
yeah, some sort of either just straightforward wisdom or something that you think might fit here better.
I
Like
got a
history.
natural 20 plus 5. 20.
Boom! So yeah, you see them for what they are. You see that these are guard huts to measure the flow of traffic in and out of the port. At the lowest point that there's a where there's a gap in the lagoon edge, you also see that it is being constantly dug out. There's a team of people with small boats around, hoiking out sand with divers and pulleys and things. Up in the towers, you notice that there are guards with 4 guards in the 2 towers, so 2 in each, with crossbows of sorts that are there for security purposes, but they don't look antagonistic. They're just there for protection of the harbour. And you see a small man with a clipboard, a set of parchments, standing on. You notice on the left-hand one that there is a jetty that comes forwards out. You see a man standing there with a clipboard, filling in some paperwork for one of the other boats that is heading in.
So obviously we won't have any paperwork to get in. They do seem quite strict on entrance and exit into the harbour. It's morning at the moment, though, isn't it? So we'd have to wait till tides turned and it became darker.
You know that the boat would fit through even at this time, if you can pass through by the huts there.
Right.
But it's whether we could get through without any papers.
Yeah.
Or so, Killian. Earthy Killian.
Yes.
Hello.
So I was
Killian.
checking my thing to see what I could do.
We could. We've got a couple of options. We can either go through the towers and try and spin them a tale that we need to come up with a backstory of why we've got this unmarked boat and who we are. So we could make up a story about coming into the harbour.
Yeah.
Or we wait till it's dark and there's the harbour isn't so manned, and we come in. We try and land either side of the main ring when the fire. So
But this is the thing I was thinking is it may be just as manned, if not more so, in the dark.
What? Because I see.
That's what I was thinking, because that is when, if anybody's going to do anything,
The
that's when they
cover of
do it.
darkness is one that is used to criminal advantage often.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I think we try and blag our way.
Flag our way in.
Yeah.
We can very much use my idea of the cover story of the attack at sea. We've got damage to the boat, quite visibly not able to be done by our own hand. And, well, we need to make it seem as though we have something to trade, something to sell. What do we have? What are we trading anymore? This is a trading ship. Everyone knows it's a slaver ship. by its build.
But it's a slaver ship, but they know it's a slaver ship, but do they know, will it be a trader ship? Does it have to be selling slaves? Does it be selling other things?
In that case, what do we have for sale?
You went back into Dragon Voice then.
In that case, what do we have for sale?
That's better.
Sorry.
I was just like, you went back into Dragon Voice
I
then.
switched. I think it's just my throat was sore from doing too much Dragon Voice.
It's okay.
Nothing's working.
It's okay.
Right, what have we got we can use for sale? What is our stuff we have on the boat at the moment?
We have fish, but then it's a fishing harbour. We have minimal supplies, but then we also have things like the chests.
I was wondering whether we could because the chest will listen to you.
Yeah.
So we could get you to come forward with the chest and sort of present it as a chest without it actually baring its teeth and going yeah. And obviously when you left the chest, then it's either going to follow you
or attack whoever is nearest to it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But we
remember
don't...
the message. The message said chest is pet.
You could tell the chest to attack, but
Or
when they
sit, stay, play dead. Those kind of instructions.
But if we just have to act like a trading ship, we don't actually have to be.
Oh, I do enjoy some role play.
Really? Can't tell.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Killian,
Yeah.
do you mind if me and Charles make a decision on this one? I get the feeling like your brain's not up to it today.
I saw half one this morning with a very poorly 4-year-old. I'm half dead. So go ahead.
I mean 4:30, but nobody poorly, just awake.
Yeah, this half one this morning I
Since
saw
you
before
woke up,
before I fell asleep. She kept, like, every time my head hit the pillow, Mummy! Oh, it's like, you two, this is all you tonight, pretty much. I'm just...
Well, we need you to act the captain part. There is one other thing we could be. Now, Killian, I'm not sure you're going to like this.
I was going to say, don't you dare say, like, a brothel boat or something, please.
No, nothing's quite so crass.
What?
We could be missionaries. I am a cleric, a man of the cloth, a bird of the cloth. We could say we're here on a holy mission.
That's true. We could go on the holy mission thing.
To spread the good word.
So we're coming into harbour to spread the good word, but we've been attacked on our way there, hence the state of the boat, and we have lost some of our crew, and we'd like to have be taken in, been allowed on our way into the what's it called? Into Mindegres. Into Mindegres to spread the word of the gospel and to
the gospel
prepare,
of the Tempest.
Gospel of the Tempest, thank you. Spread the Gospel of the Tempest.
That's just
And
my area of expertise, you see, sir.
I see. And to repair our boat. So once we are finished in Mindegres, we can move forward into other places to spread the word of the temple.
So which way are you going to go, guys? Are you going to make Killian be a missionary? And
Oh, I hate you guys sometimes.
I quite like the missionary idea because I'm not convinced that the trunk is going to play ball. I think if we rolled badly, it could end up really badly with a crazy trunk. What do you want to do, Killian?
Can't believe I'm going to say this. Let's go for what Bird Boy said.
Very well. Okay.
so you're sailing towards the front of the harbour, and the stout fellow on the front is barking orders at the men down who are at the edges of the bank, digging and digging and digging to try and keep this ever filling up sand, like whitish, you can see that there's a bedrock of a darker sand, but what seems to be that they're digging up is white, like very, very, very pale white sand, like grey fine powder that they're digging from the trench that they've cut, that they've managed to maintain free. So
Why are you giggling?
I think she's thinking about drugs.
It was when you said bedrock, I just got the song in my head then, and then I realised I was chewing one of the rice crackers, and Lou said it was really loud, so I was trying to chew it softly.
What was bedrock? Oh, you were singing the Flintstone song?
No. Sarah goes, and I can make you bedrock.
I have no idea what that song is, I'm afraid. Sorry. I don't understand music.
I was listening, I had that in my head while I was trying to chew rice crackers really softly so Lou wasn't deafened, and it just made me laugh. Sorry. I'm sleep deprived, forgive me.
So you see there's a clerk there, and the boat, the guards at the top, two of them look down upon your boat and sort of casually aim the crossbows down towards the deck.
Right.
And he says,
I glare at them.
the clerk, the man with the parchment says, state your name and business.
We are. My name is Charles Owen, or if you would like to use my name.
I don't want to use Charles, it's fine. I don't want to use any other name. Certainly not one of your bird names. My head hurts just listening to those names of your kind. What's your business here?
We are just simple missionaries. We come to spread the word of the Tempest amongst the good people of your town, your twin town here. It looks absolutely beautiful, may I say, and what a good job your boys are doing down there, digging out all that silt.
A good job? Are you kidding? They couldn't work any less hard. They are the laziest, most useless bunch I have ever encountered. But I do suppose they're up against it. This constant silt washing down from the mountains is getting ridiculous. Every week we're having to dig it more and more and more. The last year has been terrible. We haven't been able to get as many boats in, trades dropping, can't get as many boats out with the ore and minerals that we ship from here. Oh, well, you, of course, know what we ship from here, but, I mean, I just don't know what to do with this constant build-up. I mean, having a lagoon is fantastic, protects the boats when they're in there, but having it fill up every 5 minutes, it's a pain in the arse, basically. So, missionaries. Now, we do have a large church on the island, and it is multi-faith, and we'll allow anybody in to speak and tell of your gospel. So, who's this? And he points to Killian. Please excuse my stern friend. He has taken a vow of silence.
I hate you.
He's taken a vow of silence. I'll just roll a natural 20. Plus whatever. So, like, that was for a deception check against the guard. Yeah, so it's a 20. So the guy is absolutely fooled by the stoic expression upon Killian's face as he glares at Charles. If looks could kill, this one would maim. And he looks to you, Sariel, and he bows his head slightly, like he can't quite look at you. And he blushes slightly. A lady of the wood. You are always welcome here. Your people have always been kind to us here. Yeah, please. Look, I'll fill in the rest of the paperwork. Boys, he looks up to the thing. Let them through. And you start sailing through the gap. But at that point, the bottom of the boat does catch and you ground slightly. So you're wedged in the gap. And the guy's, Christ almighty! Christ doesn't exist in this universe. The gods above!
Crikey, O'Reilly.
Now you got stuck. Boys, I told you to work harder. You four, up top, come down here now. I need you to sort this mess out. Get this boat moving. So the guys from the top start coming down the ladders, and he stands there barking orders, and you kind of stand dumbfounded on deck. So you're trying to hold your temper and keep this deception up that you're missionaries. They find long poles, as they obviously get boats stuck often, and they start pushing from either side. But you feel they might need some help.
Okay, well, it's Killian. Killian, can you help us in some way? I think Killian, you've had a vow of silence. Could you write it down?
Are you willing to go and help these guys down below and see if we can help move it all? Yes, I mean, the Lord does make work for idle hands. Mm-hmm. So us three go down, and we demount the boat using some of the rope and stuff, and climb down to the sands to help in the silt. And we're standing on the banks and trying to push, and our feet are sinking into this ever so soft white grey powder again. It's ever so fine, and
I've got shape water spell. Could that help push the sand out the way?
you could try and use the sand or the water to push some of the sand out of the way.
Sort of push the
Describe.
land, so force the water through and push the land, so
Yeah.
it pushes like a channel through.
Yeah, okay. So are you going to try and push us into the bay, or are you pushing the water from the inside out?
Try and push us into the bay.
Okay.
Well, actually, the silt's coming down from the mountain, and we need to do it the opposite way, don't I? But won't that dislodge the... If I push the water from the mountainside, from inside the bay, that's going to push the boat backwards, isn't it?
Yes, you would reckon that is the case.
So I do need to push it from the seaside in.
Okay, so
I will
you're casting that.
I'm casting that spell.
I realised I'm just nodding, and on our webcam it's so slow. My head is just a blur.
You just need
Yeah,
to
I'm not
thumbs up
seeing you
or
nod at
thumbs
all.
down. I think that's the way you'll have to communicate.
That or that.
Yeah. Okay. So you're casting. Are you casting?
Yes.
So
I
you
remember how to do
can't.
it, so actually I cast it.
I don't think you have to. I think it just is at will and it happens.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you've got a roll for it on that one on your spells list, does it? It's got no hit roll.
I don't think so. I can't even find my spells list at the moment. Where's my spells list?
Swipe across 3.
2, 3. Equipment? No.
Too far.
Action.
No, show spells. Press your little waffle and it'll come up.
Spells. There we go. Spells was after. So shape water is just there's no roll.
Yeah. So read the details of it. If you tap it, it will tell you exactly how it works. Describe it to me. What's that mean?
You choose an area of water you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube. So I'm imagining the 5-foot cube of water behind our ship,
Yeah.
facing in towards the harbour.
Yeah.
You can manipulate it in one of the following ways. You can instantaneously move, or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct, up to 5 feet in any direction. This movement doesn't have enough force to cause any damage.
Okay.
You can choose the water to form shapes. I don't want to do that. You can change the water's colour or opacity. You can free. I don't want to do. So basically, I want to direct the flow of water.
Yeah.
So a strong flow of water comes from the sea, pushing the ship forward and pushing the water through the channel, so it carves a wider and deeper channel.
Okay. Cool.
Through.
So you do that, and the boat shifts a little bit forwards, and it looks like it's going, but within that push of water, obviously water always rushes in to fill the space that would be where the 5-foot cube that you've created of water is now missing. And into that, from the sea, is sucked something in the water, swimming around the legs of each of you. I want you to roll for initiative, please.
Let's get out of that. Oh no, come out of it completely. Hang on.
It's all right. Being does it all the time.
I hit the back button on my phone instead of the back button on the screen, like on that web page. So I'm like, for example, I've come out of mine now because I hit the back button on my phone, not on the web page. I'm clever like that. Do I have to roll?
Yeah.
What am I tapping? Initiative.
Initiative, please.
17.
Whoop.
14.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
What did you get?
So,
What did Charles get? What are the dogs eating? I just said, what are the dogs eating? but it's you crunching. But we go, yeah. I get the noise now before I get the picture. That's even weirder.
Just be glad the mic isn't like right in front of me because you'd hear nothing but crunching. I'm so hungry today.
I'd like you to, Sariel, to make a dex check.
Let's check that down.
So, just a dexterity, regular dex, not a saving throw, just a dex.
14.
14, okay. So,
What are you having to do?
So you take 7 damage
Oh, why?
Oh,
as a swarm of tiny, sharp, fanged creatures swim out into that space where you were and bite at your legs.
But I got a 16 on the other one, initiative one.
Yeah, they went first. They got a 21. No, 28.
28? Bloody hell.
Yeah, they got a 20. They got massive bonuses on their.
So I got a hit 7.
You got hit for 7, yeah, and
Well,
that was
but my damage-
with you getting out of the way a bit. Okay, Sariel.
So my damage, I'm now 4.
Yeah. Right, so it's your go next to try and attack them back.
Okay. Oh, I'll get out of that bit. Okay.
What do you do?
I'm thinking. One second.
What is your max HP, Sariel?
11. So I'm on 4 at the moment.
11. Yeah, you're lucky you leapt out of the way because they can do. 14 is their basic. If I hadn't rolled for it.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty battered. I'm just trying to think whether I'm going to use a spell or use an action on.
You could. Oh.
I'm going to use my cure wounds to cure myself.
Yeah.
What have I got to do that?
Are you gonna move at all yourself? Because remember, you're in the water at the moment.
I'm going to
that's
get
a
myself
big-
out of the
big-
water.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You realize I was in the water. I thought I was on the ship's deck.
No, we were all helping push the boat out. Remember?
Oh yeah.
So
So-
yeah, getting out of the
I'm
water
looking out
seems
the
like a very bright idea. So you get out onto the sands.
Mhm. And I cure myself.
And you cure yourself. So do you have to
It
roll?
says 1d8 plus 3 parts. Don't know what that
That's
means.
great. So on your little dicing in the in the left-hand corner, you find your D8, which
Or
is
you're
the
frozen.
third one up. Can you find that on your phone? Should be in your bottom left corner, little picture of a D20. Little red
You
dot.
touch against the number of hits.
Yeah, you got to roll a dice to make it happen.
I've got to roll a d20.
No, it's a D8, didn't it say?
D8 again. Oh god, now it's gone out of it completely. I hate using this on my phone. It keeps jumping backwards and forwards. I'm going to do split screen next time. So D8. What does a D8 look like?
It's the third one up.
The one with the big triangle and 3 little triangles around
Yeah,
it. Just
that's
one.
it. Yeah, so you hit that and then roll it. And then plus whatever it said plus.
7, and then I can't remember what it said plus. Have a look.
I think that makes you full anyway, doesn't it? Didn't they only do 7?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, cool. You're real healthy. So you're back to normal. You're back on land.
Back on line and back up.
Cool. So that's your actions. Killian, what are you gonna do? Your go.
Lillian, can you break those nasty fishies up for me, please?
You're in the water, remember, with this swarm of snapping fish.
I don't want to get out first.
Ray of Frost. Okay. Oh, you can't speak at will. A frigid beam of blue. So, so yeah, you got to roll the hit, and then yeah, it's a cantrip. Yeah, you hit. 2, just straight through 2. I'll just see if we've got any immunity or thing. So okay. Yeah, they're still living. That's right. It does. I've got it set up properly this time, so it's doing it properly. Okay, then it's Charlie Boy's turn. Charles kind of hops out of the water, like because he doesn't want to be in the water anymore. And Charlie's going to have a go at. What are you going to do, Charles?
Beastly little things, what are they?
Charles is going to try and do one d8. Okay, so he's going to try and do. What's he going to do? He's going to do. Oh, he's going to do guiding bolt. So he's going to flash of lightning streaks towards the creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack. What? He's in the water. Yeah, no, it's only at this target. Targets that creature. It's not like it's not a space. It's like a direct one. It's not one round it. Don't worry. So you shouldn't suggest stuff like that to the DM. That's really, really bad.
Don't give him any ideas, Gillian. Water and electricity, bad. Not good.
No, I'm doing it. I've said that's what I'm doing. So a roll.
Face palm.
So a massive hit. Well, no, if it hadn't hit, I would have done something. 11.
A dragon's back.
Um, 11 damage. Right. The quippers go for Killian because he's still in the water, because he's being cocky and staying in the water. 19? Does that beat your armor class? I do believe it does. You might have a reaction you can do, like dodge. They were right next to you in the water. They were right swimming around your feet. Very, very, they're like fish fingers now, though. 13, oh, yeah, so they did it. And then they do 4d6. So yeah, you are 6, 12, 18, 21, 24, 22, 22. So you land in the water, surrounded by quippers. Yeah, you're blacked out like Charlie was. So the creatures bite, and you just see a swarm of these creatures jump up and cover Killian, and he falls into the water underneath, unconscious. What do you do, Sariel? You can't communicate. You're passed out.
I say that as I'm going down.
Bye.
Bye.
No, you should keep deadly silent to keep to your vow of silence.
I'm just seeing if I can find anything to help you. Hang on.
As I fall down, you can see me just glaring at you and shaking my head like.
You can heal. If
I
you've
can
got
heal.
a spell slot. How many spell slots do you have? I think you have 2. At second level. Or healing word. Do you have to put your hand on him? I think you have to get back in the water then.
Yeah, a cure wounds, which is touch.
Yeah.
So I'd have to get in the water.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, I don't really want to. Absorb element.
No, that's not going to help him.
No. I've got normal healing though. Oh, bloody hell, it's gone off again. Come on. Give me my collection back. Give me my character back.
A bit meta. Don't worry. I can heal him. I've got healing word.
I'm just checking. I think I've got general healing anyway, haven't I?
You can do a medicine check to get him back to 1 HP. But again, you'd have to touch him in the water. I can heal him from outside the water. So
Yeah. Do you want to heal him
I
outside
got
the water?
I got it. You shoot the creatures. You get rid of these fish.
I need to attack the creatures. Yeah.
I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to spells then. I'm gonna do a thunder wave.
Okay. Roll to hit.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out of you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube must make a constitutional saving throw.
A con save. Okay. And what's the DC?
D8. 2d8.
Oh no, sorry. What does it say? It say like what you have to beat? What do they have to beat on the Constitution save? Right next to that, say
Con 13.
13. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just roll 8, yeah?
They do not. They do not survive. So you can do your damage. What do you roll?
It's gone off again. Oh!
Press the wrong button.
I pressed the wrong button again. Roll. 2.
You got it?
2.
Sorry, 2 damage.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 1d8 plus something else?
Oh, yeah, plus something else. What was I plusing? I rolled a 2.
Yeah, 2.
And then what was the plus? 2d8.
Oh, so it's 2d8. So it's 2, and then you got to roll it again.
Oh, so 2 then something else. Okay.
So yeah, it's 2, and then whatever you get again on a second d8. 2 times d8.
It's getting back out of that screen I'm having issue with. It's going back too
You
far.
press the little bottom right-hand arrows. Some little arrows in the right-hand side.
Okay, I'll try that again. 3.
3, so 5. Cool. Killian, you're in the water, so you skip this turn. Charlie Boy shouts out,
My dear friend, live! Live, damn you!
and he heals you by how many points? He heals you by 8 points. So you come back out of the water, and I will allow you to make your reaction move now if you would like to jump out of the water after being so close to death. Yeah, so Killian jumps out of the water. So now the Quippers are in the water. They're going to make an attack after Charlie Boy for healing. They're not very intelligent, but they're going to have a go. But they're going to do it with disadvantages because they're not in the water, obviously. So they're going to... What's that plus?
We're going to try and attack Charles.
Try and attack Charles. So they get a plus what to hit? 7 plus 5 is still 13, so they still hit Charlie Boy. Oh no! Here we go. 6, 3, 9. 9 plus 14, 20. So, yeah, Charlie Boy passes out from being attacked by a massive load of things.
Bloody little piranha things. Hey, Killian, have you got anything? Tell me a bit of paper if you've got any healing.
Okay, so Charlie collapses in a heap covered in little fish, biting the hell out of him. Now it's Sariel's go.
I'm gonna have. He's not in the water, is he? He's on the land.
No, he was on the land. They rolled with disadvantage because they were on the land. They kind of leapt up.
Okay, I'm gonna put my healing hands on him.
Are you going to do that, or just try and take out the creatures?
I better take him out. Actually, but no. I haven't got any spells left, have I? No, I've got 3 spell slots.
Yeah, you got 3. You can cast another attack spell. And any of your ones that are cantrips, you can cast as many times as you like. If you've got any cantrips that are attacks, I can't remember what you had.
I don't know which ones are the cantrips and which ones are the spells.
The top ones are cantrips. On the list, they'll say cantrip just beneath it. The other ones will say...
Oh, I see. Cantrip. And then... Why have I got 2 shaped waters? I shouldn't have 2 shaped waters.
You might have one as a spell, one as a cantrip, maybe?
No, they're both under cantrip.
Ah, you need to change your cantrip at another point then.
Yeah. Because I really need a cantrip that's a cure one.
You could do, yeah, that'd be good. So you can always have something in there in your bag to kind of heal someone, even without spell slots. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can do that as your class until 5th level, but maybe you can. I don't know. You'll have to look at your spell list when you go back into it. You can't do it now. You have to do it at the end of the day.
Okay. I've got one more spell though. I think I'm going to have to do another thunder wave.
Go on then. So what was it? A good DC of what was it? I got beat.
2d8.
No, what was the difficulty? Sorry, on it. I can't remember.
Con 13.
13. No, they don't do it. So you do your 2d8s.
I've got to do that now. No, it didn't work.
If you tap the dice twice, it will give you 2d8s, Lou.
It's all right. No. 6.
6. So there are very few fish left right now. Killian, what are you going to do?
Am I out of the water now?
You're out of the water on the land, looking into this pool of, well, blood and a few swarming fish.
Okay. So how close are the fish to the boat?
The boat is kind of wedged in the sand like this. The fish are swarming around the back of the boat, and you're on the land, whichever side you choose to be. What are you going to do?
Firebolt.
You can fire into water. It's powerful enough.
A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being carried or borne.
Mm-hmm. You're going to burn a boat.
So I could possibly burn the boat. I don't want to risk burning the boat.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So.
But firebolt, it just goes straight at him. It's not like a space.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I don't think it doesn't say it's a cube, does it, or something? No, it's just straight at them. It's a bolt. In a straight line. Pew, pew, pew. Like a laser beam.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that then.
So you got to roll to hit.
$18.
You definitely hit them. Roll for your damage.
$7.
The bolt of flame goes into the water and steam arises out of the water, and the sweet smell of boiled fish fills the air, and there appear to be no more of these teethed beasts in the water. Well done, everybody. That was tough. Now,
Little buggers.
it is now very appropriate for someone to do a medicine check on Charlie Boy. So each of you can put your hands on him and just do a medicine check, please.
Okay.
And I can never remember what it is. What's the DC on it?
I finally don't even know where the medicine check is.
It's in your skills page.
Oh, sorry, I only got 5.
Okay.
Mine keeps cocking. There we go. That one's not.
19. Yeah.
Mine kept going up to this corner and just hovering, and it was like glitching out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you pass it, but yeah. So medicine check is. Yeah, like yeah. So you. Whoa, dogs are exploding.
Oh my gosh, Toby is proper snoring. He just woke himself. Look at his face. Look at his face. He just woke himself up.
Oh.
Don't R him. He's been being an idiot all day.
So yeah, I'm sure you do it, but I can't remember what the stabilizing. It's a DC 10. So yeah, you stabilize Charlie. So Charlie's stabilized. He's really rough.
What was he on before and what is he on now?
I'm unconscious at the moment, and I will remain so for 4 hours unless someone heals me more.
Killian, have you got any more heals? I'm out of spells.
I only had that one potion.
So you didn't need to use the potion on me. You just did that with your general knowledge of field triage. So you still have that potion, but I'm stable. You know I'm going to survive. The guy, and as at that moment, with that final burst of flame and that outpushing of steam and water displacement, your boat slips into the safe harbours of Mindegres, whatever it's called, and the guy just the clerk stands there aghast. Crikey, O'Reilly, is your friend all right there? Poor fellow. You better get him somewhere safe. A man of the cloth like that, you'd be best to get him to the church. Take him in there. I'm sure they'll give people of the cloth bed and board. Maybe possibly for free. I know they give out alms to the poor. That's you best dock on the left hand side as you go on in. So, what do you do?
So we dock on the left-hand side as we go in.
Do you want to pick up Charles?
Oh, we'll put him on the boat first. We're not gonna leave him.
Check Killian, please. With advantage, because I'm assuming Sariel's helping you.
Yeah.
Fat old Charlie on the boat. Yeah. So you manage to get him on the boat and lay him out on the deck. Oh, I'm glad you got a good roll on the first one. And you sail off, and finally you're out of earshot of the clerk.
So you can start talking again, Killian. It's all right.
I really don't like you.
You're saying that to passed out Charles?
Yes.
That's so kind. So you sail to the left-hand side of the port, and you're greeted there by docksmen who help you tie the boat to one of the stanchions on that side, and start to disembark into the town. You're greeted with many people toing and froing, and from this part you can see further up the river that runs inland, and you can see many jetties and great big nets strung across, and pieces of fabric strung across in the water that they appears to be that the water can run through. They're not dams. The water flows freely through it all, and there's people moving great boxes and crates about, and you remember that they said that they trade in minerals and precious stones and stuff from this place. Mm-hmm. What do you want to do?
Killian's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so.
I think we need to find the church.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what's happening with Charlie Boy? Because we can't just leave him, can we?
Well, we've got to see if we can take Charles to the church and see if we can get some boarding there so he can rest up.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you going to find your way to the church? There's lots of
We've
people.
got another picture, which is like the actual town.
You'd have to ask someone, I imagine, to find out where to go.
So there's people toing and froing right past us.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stop a kinder looking soul. So
Just
pick
stop anyone. Do you know what I mean? Just stop anyone.
somebody and ask for directions to the church.
The church, you kind of keep sort of to the left, close to the bay, and keep walking along through past some of the warehouses here, and you should see it. It's a big, large building with lots of flowers planted around it, I think.
He thinks.
I can't remember if this image has the flowers on it, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Frozen.
Okay. You can still hear us, right?
I can hear you now.
Toby.
So
Enough.
this is what you're kind of looking at here. So you're on this jetty, the one closest to the boat. There's many cranes and things that go across, and you must cross over the main road to get to the church. So you take Charles. Are you taking the whole gang with you? Who's coming with you? Is there someone watching the boat? Are the dogs coming?
We leave our standing captain who's been sailing the boat in charge.
Harsel.
Harsel, yeah. We leave Harsel in charge of the boat.
Oh,
with a couple.
Can someone just go and give him like a little captain's hat? Because that would be make his fucking day.
I was gonna say, like, I go up to him and just like hand him the jacket and put it over his shoulders, and he's just like,
Really, boss?
yes,
For me?
yes.
I'm in charge?
For now.
So he's now also got control over chest.
Yes, for now.
Yes, the chest is still downstairs quite happily. It's
Yeah.
like sleeping. We leave a couple of humans there because we had a couple of human crews. We leave a couple of humans there just to help him out, and we take everybody else.
Now the four that there were 6 humans, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
2 who didn't turn to your side, 4 that did. And then you've got the dwarf, the gnome,
I don't
the
trust.
human.
I don't trust leaving the 2 that didn't turn.
Let's leave 2 that did turn,
Yeah.
and bring the 2 that didn't, and 2 that did.
Yeah, because I don't trust them yet.
Yeah, no, we'll bring them with us. We won't leave them alone.
Yeah, I don't trust them alone with the boat.
So one of the 4 humans on the land pipes up and says, we're on dry land. I mean, we owe you no allegiance. I mean, we're very grateful of your help, and we've helped you pilot this boat here. And those 2 did some horrible things to the remains of the captain. Can we not just be free to go?
Yeah, let's let the humans go.
You
Gillian,
sure?
you happy with that?
You sure?
But we've still got quite a decent crew.
Well, it depends if they stay with you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let them go. Let them go.
All of them?
Yeah.
Well, all the whole crew, or just humans?
Well, we can ask them if they want to stay. They can stay. If they want to go, they're free to go. Like, there's nothing stopping them.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're not in charge of them.
Yeah.
We merely need.
We're not their master.
Yeah,
We're not their masters. They can make a freedom choice.
Yeah.
If they want to go, or if they want
We're not in charge of them in any way. They don't owe us anything. They are free to go if they wish. They can stay with us if they want to, or they can
Is that
go.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So the one that was talking says, "Then I'll take my leave." That's one of the humans goes off, and then you've got 3 of the other party stay out of the human, the dwarf, the elf, and the Luxodon.
Yeah. What about the sprite?
The sprite is still buzzing around here. Around all of us. The sprite seems enamoured with staying on the boat. Kind of actually been chatting to Harsel, so he's often round Harsel at the moment.
That's fine.
Harsel and the sprite are together.
Yeah.
And we can take
She's even found a small scrap of fabric and has fashioned herself a little pirate hat.
Oh, I like that. So we can take 3 of the others, yeah?
Yeah. Who do you think should leave? Well, it's my decision really who leaves. So,
Yeah. May I ask a request though? Can we keep the door?
that's up to you. I think you need to. The other 4 are free. I want you to tell me why each of them you wish to keep.
The dwarf, because they're really skilled in areas. I think that would be a really. I keep freezing in the weirdest of positions on that webcam. It's very strange. Yeah, I think we should keep the dwarf.
Yeah.
As one of them.
I'd like to persuade the Loxodon to stay with us.
What one's that?
Elephant Man.
One.
Oh, okay.
And I think the elephant is very dexterous, and if we get caught in any other situations where we get tied up, the elephant's quite helpful to help us untie ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got the gnome or the human.
The gnome? We had a gnome?
That helped release Sariel from the cage. She had the skills to guide the dwarf to bend the metal into the lock.
I can't remember what. I knew we had the others, but I can't remember what else we had.
Yeah, we keep. I think we keep the other the gnome as well, because they are strong and they also can help manipulate metal.
Yeah, and then we've already got the 2 other humans that are on board still.
Yeah, you got 3 of the turned ones, and you got the other 2 that you haven't dealt with yet.
Yeah, so
The 2 we haven't dealt with, they're the ones that can go free. They decide to go free.
So are you going to tell them to go, that you don't want them on the crew because they were against you?
Yeah.
yeah, so we've got that one that left.
Yeah, so you've got 3 humans left of the ones that were with you.
Right.
And then you've got
The
one of those left, and then there's 2 other ones out of the 6. They're the 2 that were against you, and you made them go and chop up Captain Macario.
I still think keep them. I don't trust them.
So are you
They're
going to
gonna-
enslave them yourselves?
No,
No. We don't want to enslave them.
let them go. I think we've punished them enough, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you punish them by making them chop up all their previous captain.
Yeah. So those 2 scamper off into the streets of the town to get lost or to be free men once again. And so you make your way around the back of the warehouse that's in front of you, and you you come to a great road that runs to and fro. Many carts, lots more carts than you would expect, and moving up and down with great heaps of like rock and ore and material, and you make your way finally to the great church that sits on the edge of the beach and the edge of the farmland that you can see rolling beyond. And you have a very, very poorly cleric with you. And when you arrive on the door, there's people tending to the gardens and tending to the flowers around the outside. And they rush to you to help you with the body. They lay him out and they bring a stretcher and get him on board and beckon you inside. So I'm assuming it's just the three, Charles,
Yeah, it's
Charlie, Sariel, and Killian going to the church.
yeah.
The rest of them are staying on the boat, yeah?
The rest of them, we've kind of, we've said to them they can do what they like. We're not in charge of them; they're free. So I'm assuming like they're just wandering around,
Okay.
kind of, being back on solid ground after how many days or whatever.
They decided to stay with us.
The humans did, and the only one that left was the female human, the one that Gegni.
But they can be wandering
Lucy.
around and then head back to the boat.
Yeah. So they're out in the
Is
town,
my
so they're
thinking.
free to do what they want, and you've agreed to take Charles to go and get him healed.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you greet the thing. You go to the church. You are inside, and you are fed, and you're watered, and you are healed, and you take a long rest. So you can put long rest on your sheet. And I'm going to long rest Charlie quickly. Sorry.
How'd you long rest again? I can't remember.
You do it on. I think you just do it on. There's a button that says long rest somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that on hit points?
No, it's on.
Oh, on your character, is it? Oh yeah, on your character. So click on your character's icon. Yeah, cool. It's on your character. On your sheet. Sorry, we've got to go on the sheet. So view sheet. Right.
Done.
Yeah, so you long rested, Sariel, so all your spell slots are now reset.
I think you've got spells again now. Oh, pretty good.
Yeah. And then you press take rest. Cool. And so you're all healing up within the church. And so you can as you've been taken through the church, you can see that it is in the shape of a cross, and you enter by the top of the cross, and you walk down, and there is in the first two alcoves of the part of the cross that kind of goes out.
Yeah.
There are large temples to that of the Tempest and that of the Wilderness. So this is a church that is of Charles's creed. This is a church of what he worships. Melora is one of the gods of the Tempest and Wilderness. And but as you walk down, you notice that that's not the only god to be shown on the walls. Each little alcove as you walk along has a different little shrine, and also you see lots of different races, not just human or dragonborn. You see Luxodons, and you see even Grung, who are like small frog-like people praying and worshipping in this church. Some muttering devotional prayers and some just talking. And as Charles is healing in his bed, you are approached by a man dressed in long white robes, and he says, "Welcome to the welcome to our congregation. I am Father Samsen, and I run this. I am honoured enough to be the leader here, spiritual guidance of this church. We welcome you here. We're glad to have you, and rest as long as you like. We need as many hands as we can get. The town is really struggling. Ever since the waters changed and turned near white with the runoff from the hills, there's been so many people out of work, so many people not making the taxes, and many on the streets, and we have to rely on the goodness of the church and hard work to make them able to live and support their families.
Mm-hmm. I hate it when you do that voice. It's so calming.
What do you want to do?
I want to do an investigation into why the water's going white.
Can we just ask him if he knows why? If there's been a change in anything? Because to do the investigation, you'd have to go to the top of the mountain where the water's coming from, because it's running down from there.
Mm.
Unless, do we have to go to the mountain? I don't like being outside.
That face is saying yes, we do have to go to the mountain.
We live on a mountain. I hate you. I love you. But I hate you. Take it, we're going up the mountain then.
So what are you going to
We're going up the mountain.
What are you going to ask?
Does he know where the white... Does he know what the white stuff is in the water?
Uh-huh.
The white started coming about a year ago. This is a reasonably new town. It's grown up around this new stream, this new river. The river came around about 15 years ago, when there was an eruption on the mount, and it burst its sides, and the water started flowing, and joined with the rainwater and the snow melt from the mountains above, this new river formed, and it was rich, thick with mineral and ore and precious stones. So the nets were set up to capture that, and gradually the leftover silt would wash out in the bay, and that's where you see our lagoon that is formed. Now the thicker rock was fine and would build a lagoon and would move into a sort of ordered way, but this fine silt, there's so much of it, we don't know what it is, but it flows from up the mountain.
Sounds like ash. Eruption.
But if it was ash flowing in water, it would have disintegrated along the way, surely.
The ash only, this powder only came about a year ago.
So
we were doing fine till then. The nets were catching more and more stuff, but gradually they keep getting bugged up with all this ash. The lagoon, as you can see, is gradually silting up.
So the village is...
Sorry, too much voices.
So the village has been there about 15 years, and that the white stuff has only been starting to come down the mountain for the last year or so.
Yeah, so it's a new phenomenon.
Yeah. So clearly there's something up there that is causing this.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go up the mountain.
You're so like, oh, do we have to?
Mum, I don't want to go up the
don't wanna go up
mountain.
Charles, why are you making me?
Charles is in the bed. Charles is
I don't know. I'm blaming him for everything right now.
Charles
So
is having his feet rubbed.
he made me silence myself and pretend we were from the bleeding missionary thing. I'm blaming him for everything right now. I don't care.
Carry on with that that deception.
Yeah, because people in little places like this talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's
Guess
where.
what? So
You
guess
have
what?
already spoken.
Oh,
We can still be missionaries, but you've spoken.
All right, I just thought I'd tell you.
well, we could say due to Charles being injured, severely injured, I felt the need to break my vow of silence.
You must be his second in command. You must know great of the tempest and of the gods, then, for he seems a powerful cleric. To throw himself at the mercy of those beasts at the harbour, I heard the news. What terrible injuries he must have suffered. What a brave, brave, brave creature.
I love the fact you keep freezing on your like side glances, going, really?
So you need to tell him what you're going to do.
So, can I take the lead on that? Well, considering you're not meant to say much.
Yeah, go ahead. It's why I went, can I take the lead? Yeah. Oh, yes.
We would like to help you, brother, and in your to help the town, so the town can prosper once more. We would like to investigate further up into the mountain to find out why this silt is starting to form in the water and clog up your lagoon.
That would be fantastic. We'd be most grateful of any assistance with freeing our town of this blight. You would be rewarded, I'm sure, by shipmasters and the town clerks and maybe even the mayor, who lives on the other side of the waters here. But yes, I mean, when your friend Charles is healed and ready to go, we will give you fresh rations and provisions, and we can help you on your way. If you wish, there are shops this side where you can buy wares and maybe prepare yourself for your journey. The church will provide you rations, though.
Thank you, kind sir. By the way, what is your name, sir?
Samsen.
Samsen.
Father Samsen it was. Not Stansted.
No, my brain had Samsung. I was like,
Samsung. Father Samsung.
I was just like, what? Can you tell I'm tired?
Yeah.
I'm Father Samsung. I can help you connect. And that's where we'll end the adventure today. On that note. Okay.
That would change Samson. Samsung.
He's going to be Father Samsung from now on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's for Bane. Well done with the little buggies. We're going to stop recording now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How do I do that? Oh,
stop recording. Yeah. Okay. But we could do a little bit of out of